This is Monday, May 6th, and this is what's growing in my garden. My strawberries are kind of sparse, but it looks like I'm going to have some. They're all blooming. This hollyhock I planted over here last year from somewhere else. I started it from seed. And these irises and these tiger lilies I transplanted out here out front. Doing great. And more strawberries. And I've been eating this asparagus here. It's really good. We didn't make it in the house though. Here's a strawberry coming on right here. And here's more. There's 3 of them on this plant alone. I covered this whole area with some strawberries here. Very few plants, but it looks like we're going to have quite a few strawberries. I covered this whole area last fall with wood chips. And I didn't get rid of them. They've just degraded into the soil. Yes. Some of them are still good. I've been coming back here, this area every day and pulling up the weeds. This is a blueberry. I don't know if I have any or not because I only got one plant. I think you got to have more than one. This is some sage I planted last year from Walmart, I think. Here's chives I planted last year from Walmart. More asparagus. This asparagus here is from roots that are only a couple years old. I think this is the 3rd spring. Here's this plant from last year, and here's what's coming up this year. And here's another one. I must have sat on it when I was pulling weeds back here the other day. So I'm going to have asparagus, strawberries in here. I'm going to keep buying more plants and more roots, so my strawberries will be all mixed up in different varieties. And there's some rhubarb in here somewhere. And maybe get a few more herbs along through here. I might dig up these strawberries and move them over there. I've got like a raised bed with a cover so it could be a cold frame put together. It's got to be in this area here somewhere. Maybe right here. It's 2 foot by 4 foot, so it probably fit right in here really good. And then I could put down wood chips in this whole area here this fall. Here's the seeds I planted. It's too early for most seeds, but this is these are peas, and I need to get these tomato trellises and put there. These are radishes, and these are carrots, but they're really good. It's the only ones that came up. Oh, there's one down there. Here's some onion sets I've got to get planted. Looks like they're growing. I did have a strawberry bed right here before I put this raised bed down. And it looks like some of them are coming back. Looks like there's going to be strawberries on them. Right there. This is some bags of potting soil, 3 bags, potting soil and garden soil and Miracle Grow party And so I'll put 2 of them here, and still have 2 of them here too. I guess I need to buy another one. There's more wood chips here yesterday. I went and got a few, and this will make a nice starting bed for things. Because if you buy bare root plants or things you're afraid won't start, you won't have any luck if you stick them out in a crowded flower bed. So this here is a poppy that I dug up out front, and I didn't have any place out there to put it. I dug it up because I was making a rose garden. I promised Julie a rose garden. And so I put it back here because this only gets morning sun, and poppies are really hard to move, I think. And I just watered it yesterday. Look how it's dried out since then. But it's got a nice mulch of wood chips, and underneath it is wood chips. I also put some mulch I make with grass and wood chips. Here's a columbine that started from seed, because I've used this area to start seeds before. And I started some columbine here and some lupine, and I dug up the columbine and put it out front. But here's some seedlings that dropped before I did that. There was 2 of them, but I think I dumped wood chips on it yesterday. This is clematis that's getting ready to bloom. Here's my raspberry bed. You've got young raspberries. I need to get in. I've been so busy, but I need to get in here and cut the deadwood out. Like right there. Raspberry canes only bloom for 1 year, and then the cane dies, like this right here, but then new ones come up. And the new ones are where you get your raspberries. So I used to have strawberry bed back here. Looks like it. Oh, look at the strawberries on there. I got strawberries all over the place, don't I? I think from here on back it's going to be a seed bed, because I got a bunch of flower seeds to start. And I've been digging stuff up out of here because it looked like this. It was bushes. I dug the bushes out, and then put down a whole bunch of wood chips, and these are all stuff that's grown up since then. This Lenten rose has been blooming now for at least a couple months, and it's getting so big. This was just one plant I put here. It must really love this location. But before I put it here, there was a lot of wood chips. I kept putting down wood chips. Okay, this is a hardy geranium. Sometimes they call them crane-spell geranium. These are the real geraniums. The other geraniums that we think of as geraniums are pelargonium. This is old rhododendron. It's been here for 20 years. At least. Planted this, no, it's closer to 30 years. Yeah. Well, this has been here for 30 years. And it's getting ready to, this is new growth, and this is getting ready to bloom. And here's a fern I moved over here from over there. I really like ferns. I might dig up these coral bells, put them out front. So I'd love to have this whole area just covered with ferns. I might just bring some more of those ferns over here. Put down these stepping stones and put the bed here. And when these tulips are done blooming, here is a columbine. And so when the tulips are done blooming, what I need to do is go down in here around it and clip out the undergrowth, and then put down mulch. so there's some space around it to grow. It's amazing it's doing so well. This is a fancy hybrid columbine. I got another one over there, but it's not blooming. Here's a trillium, but it probably needs to have some mulch or something around it too, and less competition. That looks like another trillium in there. They have different colors. I'm going to plant some vines in here, like morning glories. And, I got several different kinds of vines. And these are bleeding hearts. They're all done blooming now. Not bleeding hearts, Virginia bluebells. They're all done blooming now. Just look at this tulip. It's almost done. Look at that. Must be what you call late tulips. There's a bunch of them over here. And these are all hostas and ferns in through here. These peonies, they seem to be doing okay. Got the ants all crawling all over them. The ants do that. They get the sap, but it also helps the plant open the buds. Here's this violet I transplanted over here in the spring when it blooms. But I think this is a columbine. It's just a young plant. I'm not sure. Grecian windflower plant transplanted over here. And a Solomon seal planted over here. It'll look a lot better next year. Looks kind of raggedy out here, but here's a fern I transplanted over here. Boston fern. Lily of the valley. There's a bunch more. I put them over here last year. They didn't look like much then. And this is an astilbe. They're being along through here. Several of them. And this is the coral bell. It's beautiful. This is Brunera. It's almost done blooming. And this is going to be a hardy lily. I think this is a stargazer. It smells really good. We'll see. And my bleeding heart's almost done. This is snow on the mountain. You wouldn't want to plant that anywhere else, right in here. There's a lot of competition between the hostas and everything else. And I've put irises in here before, and they don't seem to do very well. This is a daylily, it can do okay. And the hostas, they'll do okay. But yeah, keep this bishop's weed or gout weed or snow on the mountain out of your flower bed. And I got some hostas around the tree here. And I wish I had more, but it's hard digging in the roots because it's just a maple tree. There's some violets I didn't plant here, they just grew. Maple trees have shallow roots, so it's hard to. I was thinking about just putting a pile of wood chips here and putting a bare root hosta in the wood chips and see if it would grow. Just do that in the fall. Make a nice pile of wood chips. Oh look, this blue pine I started from seed out back. And that one flower bed with the columbine and the poppies in it starting to bloom. I started this from seed, then dug it up and brought it around front here. And it's starting to bloom. And this is loose stripes. It'll be blooming before too long. And it's little yellow flowers all up and down the stems. See, there's more loose stripe here. I've moved that all over the place. This is a blue. This is Solomon's seal. The blooms are the little things down here. I planted it here last. I dug it up somewhere else and put it here. Here is the columbine. I started from seed out back and moved it up here. And you see right here, these are called leaf miners. They are inside the leaves. And I started this columbine from seed and then dug it up and put it out here. And that's where there's still that seedling of columbine out there. This is some coral bells that I bought, and they're almost done blooming. This has only been in there about a week now. And the tulips are almost done. This is a Speedwell blue carpet ground cover. I was thinking a ground cover might be nice in here in the rocks that could grow over it. This here is a top-to bird bath that fell off and broke. And this is a bird bath that can hang in the tree in it. The chain broke, so I just pulled it down. These are the kind of violets, I think, that bloom. I thought they'd be nice growing over the stepping stones also. Now I just a few days ago moved this lily of the valley up here. This is a variegated dogwood bush. I keep it trimmed back so it don't get too big. Time to trim bushes is after they're done blooming, because if you trim them, they bloom on new wood. So if you, I think this is a black-eyed Susan. If you trim them before they bloom, then they won't bloom, because they only bloom on new wood. So you have to trim them after they bloom, so there's new wood for next year to bloom on. This is an oak leaf hydrangea. I don't really much care for the blooms, and usually I cut it a lot shorter than this. I don't need bushes out here. These are going to be hardy lilies, all of them. This is a misty lily right here. They roses. Like these lilies are going to bloom first. Yes. It's a Missouri primrose. I think the cultivar is Fireworks. It's got little yellow flowers, and I've been trying to get those growing for a few years. And these are going to be lilies. Once the mystery lilies in here die back and the poppies will die back, this gets to be pretty bare in here. So I need to put something in here that will bloom in the later part of the year. This is a hardy lily getting ready to bloom. Things love it out here because there's so much sun. The two things that your plants will like will be bareness, no plants around it, and full sun. And this is a rose we just planted a couple of days ago. And this one planted this year. And it was one of those bagged roses. They're bare root basically with sphagnum peat moss or something packed around the roots. I don't know what it is. This rose here was transplanted here last fall. And it was growing over there in all that mess. And so I moved it out here, and I've got sedum growing all over in here. You can see I have bought one tray of it. It was a mixed tray, and I planted it over here. But I've moved it all around. And the seashells I picked up at Gulf Shores, Alabama, when we were there. And that platter, or that's a turkey platter that used to belong to Julie's grandmother, and it broke, and we almost threw it away, but I decided to put it out here in the garden instead. So anyway, this is a rose garden for Julie, and I'm going to put her favorite flower in here when it's in a few weeks, the moss roses, and I'll just plant all those in here. So we'll have roses, and underneath the roses we'll have moss roses, which are portulaca. They're not really related to roses, but I got to seed them all over in here because I broke up this cube in here. Look at this new growth right there, and I put a bag of gravel in here too. And I got mulch around the roses. This is grass clippings and wood chips. And this is our swing, and I got trumpet vine on it. It's like the third year maybe. I got the trumpet vine from Gurney's originally. And this is the reddish one rather than the orange one. And this is honeysuckle vine. And when it blooms, it smells really good out here. But I'm going to trim this back so it only grows on the swing. And then in here, this is Laetris or Kansas Dayflower, and it will grow about way up to here and have purple spikes on it. With trumpet vine, you have to be very careful because it's very hardy, and it will grow and come up all over the place. So I was hoping over here it would be safe from the driveway and the sidewalk and this far away from the flower bed. So it should be okay. This is catmint here. Here's some more ground creeping phlox. I call them ground cover phlox. And through here I planted just a few days ago. And those there have been there for a few years. And this iris I dug up from somewhere else and put it over here. You can see I got a mulch in here, and with the grass clippings and wood chips, there's also some shredded paper from our paper shredder. That's very good mulch. I put it in the compost tumbler, and I don't wait for it to get completely composted. And here's a bunch of daylilies. I keep digging those up, getting rid of them because I got too many. This is a nice lily. This is a cerise cream yellow. You can see it's growing really well. Look at all the new growth in there. It has red crested flowers. This is some English lavender I just put here yesterday. Not yesterday, this week though. I just bought that at Menards. And I put it right here because this is pretty much in full sun. Now I think the key is to keep it moist and have lots of organic material. And it's that way for most plants. lily of the valley that I planted here a few weeks ago, or a few days ago. Here is some dianthus that I put. I think this is the kind that they used to put in the buttonholes of their sport coats. So I put it here by the door. And this is some of the purple lamium. These are Cassandra, it's brown cover. This is the yellow blooming lamium, but I think it's all done blooming. Here's another bleeding heart I got way over here in the weeds. But I think it'd be cool if I had it all along this path here. Just dig up these lilies here, or the day lilies. They're kind of pointless. That looks like a tulip there, or a daffodil. And have it all along here, and then that way you could, when you walked on the path here, brush against the lavender and it would smell good. And here's some irises that are getting ready to bloom. Look at the deep purple. Those are going to be really, really pretty. Here's some. Looks like those are going to be, I don't know, maybe the same color. This deep purple here. Here's some more. This has been doing really great here too. I'm trying to remember the name. I'll have to print it down below. Somehow, I don't know why I can't ever remember that stuff. I got old man's memory. This lily is a pretty huge trumpet lily, white trumpet lily. You almost have to stake it up because it keeps trying to fall over. And here's some irises and a lily, hardy lily. I just planted over here a couple days ago because I think they're growing out back where I'm making the new flower bed. Some people call this torch flower or red hot poker. That's the name right there, red hot pokers. And they're doing really well. There's all the grass in here. And look at all the ants in here. The ants open the blooms, but they're crawling all over them because they like the sweet sap that comes out of the flower. This is a peony. This one's really tall. It must like it back here. This is penstemon. It's one of those plants that pollinators love. And over here I got some phlox. I hope they're going to bloom this year. Here was a project yesterday. It looks like this hollyhock is already improving. But these daylilies were taking over this hollyhock, and so I just got grass clippers and cut all the way around in here. Just cut down these daylilies. And then on top of that, I put down some mulch, which is just no more than wood chips and grass clippings from the lawnmower. And you can see there where I cut down that daylily. So I'll probably have to keep doing that because they seem to be working their way up again. But I want this hollyhock to grow here instead. I'd like to have some hollyhocks. I don't have any. Well, gardening friends, I hope that you like my garden, and this is the May 6th garden tour, and if you liked it, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.